Holy shit, I ain't shit right now. That wheel fitment though. Can't tell, there's a car coming. I guess let's see if we can get it inside the garage. Got it.
That RSX rear trunk brace.
Is that what that is? RSX one?
Yeah.
And it just bolts in?
Yeah, you have to flip the brackets, but it bolts in.
Damn, all the Sentra guys are gonna like that.
Yeah, I got it from Michael Kalma. Like,
I remember that guy.
And oh, where's the cruise control? I still have cruise control.
You put it on a little bracket?
Yeah, the bracket's already on it, and it's never fallen out. It's been there for 2-3 years like that. It's never fallen out. It still fully works.
Little 2J race in there.
Yeah, there's a big old spot.
Alright, bring this sucker up. Let's see if we'll get it up the driveway.
Right. Oh, and no clutch switch either.
Yeah, I disabled mine.
Mine fell off. It's just hanging back there.
See if we can get this beast up the driveway. My steep ass driveway. Oh boy. Got it? I made it no problem.
6 fucking slippers, bro. I mean, flip flops.
Pop the hood. It's been a minute since I've seen this beast. Fuck was that?
Oh, rust defenders.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, you're good. I'm surprised it hasn't like worn a hole through it yet.
You want to have the hood latch?
I can't run the hood latch.
I mean, with the what?
With those brackets, it deletes the thing. I mean, there's a way you can use it, but I don't give a fuck.
With the hood spacers?
No, with these.
Oh, with those.
Yeah, she's dirty. These are the new ones. It's all one piece now.
From 2J Racing?
Yeah. And then, like, look how fat the spider runners are on the prototype.
That's right, I forgot you had the prototype.
Or like his diamond header or his tap header or something, so it's round port.
Hey guys, Timothy's here. I think everyone knows this guy from the V15 community.
Mm-hmm.
He's always around posting all kinds of random crazy shit. Yee. So the steering rack, we gotta jack it up
Yeah, reach down there, grab it
and remove the wheels, right?
Yeah, just gotta pop the wheels off. But, you know, grab it at that yoke and give it a little twist. The column, you should be able to reach it.
Oh yeah, it does have some play.
I don't know if it's the column or if it's the rack, because the rack's only 2 years old. But it's been like that for a little while now. With that same play, if you look at the steering wheel when you do that.
Oh yeah, it does move the steering wheel.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's column play or if it's rack play.
Sounds like it's gonna be column. Alright, well, we're gonna set this down, we'll get cracking.
You know what's funny? I filled up this reservoir 2 months ago.
Come down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like QR life. Shit with the badass bolts here.
Titanium Johnnies.
Well, let's jack this bitch up, and you want to take the wheels off?
May have to. At least this one. Just to disconnect it from the column.
Okay.
From the rack. But this one we can stay on. It's easier to judge the toe with the wheels on.
Alright. We'll go ahead and put this down, jack this bitch up.
Oh, you haven't seen the cracked core support, have you?
No.
And my core support's cracked right beside the crossmember mount.
Like how mine was?
No, like the actual radiator core support.
Oh shit.
Yeah, about 2 inches to the left of the crossmember bolts. It's cracked all the way through it. Even with all this shit, I still get wheel hot.
How high do you want it?
I can keep going. I'm not small.
Dirty.
Yeah, I don't think you have to unbolt the column from the floorboard, like that little cover piece.
Right.
But you might have to. That's the part I noticed with the seat bolted. Like that, I can't fit in there. I can fit in there sideways, but not enough to see the fucking nose.
What do you think? More than that?
That's cool.
Sure?
Yeah. Really, it's just to disconnect the rack.
Can you get in there right there or no?
I don't even see this on bitch anymore. I know I can see it, and I have to move around.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's a 10 mil. I think it's a 10 mil that holds it on, and then you'll know once you unbolt it if you can pull up.
Yeah.
And take it off the splines, or if we have to just unbolt the column there, and then.
That's not where my lights at.
Yeah, I can't see it because I think the last time I did it, I think you.
Guess we'll have to use this guy if it works today.
I mean, like if I got in there, I may have to pop the tie rod off on the outer side, but I don't know if I'll have to. It should be like a 12 mil.
It's on the inside though, right? Looks like it's facing inside. Yeah, it's on the inside. You put it in the opposite side?
What, the hardware? The bolt?
Bolt, yeah.
No, it's just how it bolts on.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's just that,
Oh, bitch. Alright.
Well, the funny thing is when I tightened it before, I may have had the wheel turned. Because you can turn the wheel and unbolt it.
But then it'll fuck with...
Oh no, that's like we can unscrew it, like get it loose and then turn the wheel back straight.
Alright, let me get in there. I'll try to...
Because I know I've reached in there before to make sure.
Yeah, dealing with your Hulk-like tightening skills. So now which way do you want to go with it?
Actually, turning it to the right was, well, let's straighten the wheel out anyway.
I'll watch this and see if it skips teeth.
Can you see if can you pull it off the rack?
Like upwards?
Yeah, maybe you have to pull it off the splines and then I can straighten the wheel out and then keep the wheel, because the wheel needs to go to the right anyway. Tires need to go to the right.
So you want me to slide it off the rack?
Yeah. If it can move, I don't know if we have to put the 3 bolts in here, which those, they won't be stripped, I promise.
I think it would, if we undid the bolts under the dash, then you could spin the wheel freely like you want, right?
Yeah.
So we'll probably do that than trying to slide this off the teeth.
Yeah, either way, they have to come off the teeth.
Over here they do?
Yeah. Well, they got to disconnect from the rack.
Oh, fuck.
Basically, either way.
Alright, well, let me try that.
Got them up there, that's just, we don't have to unbolt that.
Alright, let me try to slide this in. Alright. No! No! Make sure it's a 12. It's not even fucking 12. Alright, try something else. Alright, let's try this.
Yeah, that's what my dog sounded like last night. Like, literally, that's how long it took. Too much of a bark. Like, that's all it was.
This bolt's coming out.
You want to land that cushion there Velcroed on.
Okay.
Like, what are those, like, there's 3 separate cushions.
Now I gotta try to separate this. Can't see what I'm doing. There it is. I think I could push it back off of it. Let's see. I think I almost got it off now. Huh?
The wheel turned to the right, but the wheel's in the same spot.
There it is. Okay, so now it's freed up from the steering rack up here. Okay.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the small movement you need?
Well, no, the wheel just needs to be back straight, and then all we gotta do is just, because the rack needs to go, since the wheels already turned to the right, right? The wheels.
Yeah,
to the right.
the wheels are. Yeah.
So basically, that might be.
So turn them
Yeah,
straight back?
No, the wheels need to go to the right, so I can tow this wheel out. Well, tow this one back in and tow that side out. Because the rack is, so it's like right on this side.
Yeah.
There's about this much threads because it's bottomed out, and then there's this much threads on the other side.
On the other side?
Basically, you just got to even the threading out.
Cool. Well, I guess let's turn that
So
wheel.
yeah, this. Let's see. So I have to call that. How about this? We'll just do.
Are you able to pull it
Yeah.
with it all disconnected?
Yeah. I budgeted about a 1/4 inch.
Damn, so that means we didn't even have to take it off.
From the rack side?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a 2-piece part right there. I thought it was one.
You
straight to
motherfucker. Well, let me put that bolt back on right now then.
Oh,
while
no,
it's still
we
turned.
we can bolt it all back up now.
With
That-
it
that
turned
is-
still? Or we're going to have to straighten it back out with the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel's straight up now. The wheel's straight.
But when we bolt up the steering column, you're going to want the wheel straight, right?
Yeah, the steering wheel needs to be straight.
Yeah.
And then this needs to just be like this.
Oh, so you're going to keep it like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
And then we're
basically-
going to bolt it all back together.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you just, with the wheel being straight,
Yeah.
the column goes back to it, and then it's just adjust the toe.
All right.
Yeah, because basically, like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now I got you.
Yeah, so basically now it's bolted back together, and then it's just changed the toe.
Okay. So is that good right there? Now bolt it back together?
Yeah, because that will probably see how much it's towed out right here, because before it was about a 0 toe. See how much it's towed out?
Yeah.
So that way, that's towing it back in should give me about another inch or so of thread, and then I have thread to play with on that side. Because this side is like, it's actually, the inner tie rod is actually hitting the back of the hind joint. So the sleeve is fully maxed out.
All right.
Yeah, it was fully maxed out to make it 0 toe.
Well, I guess let's start with this bolt.
So yeah, once it's bolted back
Oh yeah, it
together,
should be still the same. It's not that bad.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna turn off the camera and get this bolt in. Oh fuck.
It just flopped over. Hold on. It just flopped and went to lock.
So at this angle, it wouldn't work. So that's another problem. Something has to turn a
does it
lot.
have to go more to the right?
It's got to go like that far.
So that's just how it was before.
Yeah.
How about this?
So. Fuck.
Because I mean, at this point we're just setting the wheel up, and now we just have to retow it. So, any direction to the left work any better?
To my left?
Yeah.
So the other way is right here.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work though. Not good.
Let's see here.
And this can't get recentered if you pull it off?
Well, it's mounted With the indention on the column, straight up.
So it has to stay like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it may have just been, I mean, for real, I mean, it may just be that far off alignment, like the rack could just be that far off to where...
because, yeah, to slide it back on, it's right there again.
Okay, so that's to the right.
Yeah, or the other way is right here, which is like upside down, kind of.
This is a
Upside down
universal
like
joint, so that should work. Because that's...
Unless we removed it. Remember. You know what? Let me pull it off the bottom again. So what I'm doing is pulling it off the steering rack through pulling it this way. I need to make sure that it's, yeah, see, now it's off. So now, gotta turn this way. I think that's where you needed it. Right there. That's the angle he wants. Hopefully you guys can see. Alright, let's see if that's enough. I had to remove the joint that goes to the steering rack to the steering column, and we had to readjust the steering wheel. Crazy Tim is now doing his alignment test.
Yeah, I should have enough.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can make it work.
Are you sure?
Yep. Yeah, so basically the passenger side, we're just going to tow it out
Uh-huh.
to bring that toe back in, and this side back, because since it was off-centered, the tie rod on that side was bottomed out at zero toe.
Right.
Or right before zero toe. So I couldn't give it any more toe out, so this side had to be towed in so the wheel was straight. So now I can give it a bit of toe out on both sides and still keep the wheel straight.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you're going to do that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, not like this. The car is just gonna. I'll have to have the wheel pretty much like this, half turn left to be straight. You get what I'm saying?
So it did not go right?
Mm-hmm. So right now, without changing the tie rods, adjusting the tie rods, this would drive the car straight.
Well, I thought we didn't want that. Or
That's good.
regardless, you're going to have to get it to
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah. So basically, I just gotta undo the jam nut and twist the bitch in.
Dang, that would drive me nuts. That's straight, and your wheels like...
No. Like, well, doing this, it will be.
Okay.
Once I pull the tie rod, it's good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, basically, I just need to adjust. It's bottomed out, so basically, bringing it back out will re-straighten it.
Dope.
Basically, I had to bottom out the tie rod to make the wheel straight before.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So yeah, that literally takes like 4 minutes.
Yeah, do your thing. Good old QR. Tim, you make me want to get my Sentra done now.
You need to.
Eventually. Show us to do the toe alignment. Oh yeah, what size do you need?
A 17 and a 19.
It should be in here.
Right?
17,
Yeah, just got
19.
Just gotta break that jam nut loose.
Alright. It's light.
Oh, she's fatty. Alright,
Bigger?
No, this is good. I have a 19 in my floorboard. I guess they're like the same hex. I grabbed another 19. It's in my passenger floor.
Passenger?
Yeah.
Let me get that.
I should have sworn no, the old one.
The 19, right?
Yeah.
Got it. What was wrong with my 19?
No, the 19 fits. I thought the.
Oh,
I
it's
thought-
2 19s.
Yeah, I thought the jam nut was a 17 and the shank was a 19. Just use it for some leverage. Oh, she is bigger. Oh, I just. Oh, well.
That works.
Yeah. It's a Heim joint. So I got a bit of threads to play with here.
And you didn't have that much before? Or you had too much on this side, right?
Yeah, so if you see. So see how much thread, so with it tightened, see how much thread is left on this side?
Yeah.
And then go look at the other side, how much thread is left.
Way separate. Let's see. Oh, shit. Tight space.
See, there's like 5-6 threads left.
I think I went under the wrong angle. Let me try the other angle. I'm about to slide under the car. Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, there's barely any threads left. And that was like with that difference in the tie rod spacing
Yeah.
was driving the car.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how uncentered the rack was.
Ugh.
And should I ask you for a, I think it's a 12 or a 13 for this hex. There's a hex portion on the tie rod right here.
Oh yeah.
And that's what you use for to turn it in and out to make this go in and out. Can you get me a 12 or a 13? I think it's a 12.
Alright, let's try 12.
Memory.
You know what? I think it's up on the car. Yeah, it's right there.
So, what we do is I believe on this side, yeah, bring it in. And then that boot, like I said, is always going to rotate.
Always twisted.
Yeah. Actually real twisted. Do you have a vice grip or needle nose?
Needle nose?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This fresh boot, man, she's really tight. The other one's not as bad. Like this side, I can actually twist it back.
There you go. This will work. Needle nose.
Just grab the end and try to twist her back.
Or do you want the vice grips after all? There it goes.
Yeah, she's like, this boot was like, I had to cut a little bit of it out. It was very, very low tolerance. At least you know the dirt ain't gonna get in there. Alright, so we'll just go back. And then just bringing this in. If you watch, it should start. You can start seeing that hub turn inward. Well, fucking boot. The
Twisting
boot's
it
so
back.
tight, it's turning it back. It's awesome. So,
Oh shit. Just went back to square one.
yeah, pretty much. That's amazing. This is my luck of working on a car. Actually, I'm gonna have to cut a slit in this boot.
Or do you want me to get under there and hold it with the needle nose? While you twist it?
Let me see. It should. At least this rubber is nice and thick. Inches.
That'll work.
That high quality Rock Auto part right there.
Yeah.
Don't want your boots coming loose, go to Rock Auto. tight like a tiger. She's just gonna spin no matter what.
There you go. Yeah, I see it turning in now. Damn, what a difference.
Hopefully it doesn't bottom out.
So now you can turn the wheel straight. Or put the wheel straight.
Yeah, so basically this will, so I can make the wheels drive straight and keep the wheels straight.
Makes sense.
Because my smart ass off-centered the rack before I put it back in.
But now we got that fixed.
Yeah, because you can see it barely rubbed right here.
Yeah.
On the other side, there's like rub marks here and here from how much tighter.
On which side?
See if they're close to the same amount of threads, because that side is bottomed out.
Count the threads.
About 11.
About 11. Alright, let's see what I can get on the other side. I'll shoot with the screwdriver.
It's hard to judge it with just the rotor.
Right.
Put the tire on it. I mean, if it's straight, it's straight. As long as it's not tipping. But I think it's at least straight.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9. There's more than 11 on this side. Let me see.
I mean, it could have been 11 to 13, but I may have skipped a thread or two.
1.
Well, I don't have the gem that tightened in all the way, so like just touching it to tighten it might show another 2 threads too.
Yeah, about 14 on this side, so yeah, you might be close. Yeah, because it did jump on you. Ugh.
Can you throw the tire for me real quick?
Yeah, toss it on.
Yeah.
Alright, let me turn this off.
Maybe just bottomed out. Maybe these tie rods are just like longer
Yeah.
than the Spec V ones.
Guess you gotta pull that bitch back in. You want me to jack the car up higher? So you can get under it?
Yeah.
Right? Because you're gonna want to get under it, right?
I mean, either way. I mean, either that or I can just turn the wheel, like turn the steering wheel, and just bring it back in and then straighten the wheel out to see how they look.
Because that's straight right there, so you want to
the
do
wheel's
it
straight. So yeah, basically, if I were to do this, like, say if I wanted,
let's jack it up, because then you'll be able to just
yeah,
yeah,
because at home, like what I do is like I'll jack one side up, I'll turn the wheel,
yeah.
and jack one side up.
Oh, and then put
make
it
an
back.
adjustment, and then straighten the wheel back out, put it back on the ground to see how it looks.
You want for right now?
Either way.
You want to get under it, or you want to turn it out? You don't like getting under it though, so just turn it.
Actually, it'd probably be, yeah, I'll get under it because there's less room.
You'll get under it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's transmission parts in the way.
Yeah, a whole lot of parts.
It's got, that is the long ass drive shaft for that Galant. Or is
No,
that,
that's for the Integra.
Integra?
Yeah,
That's a long ass shaft.
but I gotta get a custom one made.
The one piece for the win.
Because that's for an element. It's off an element. And
You don't need that much.
no. And plus I want to add a viscous coupler. A Freelander viscous coupler I have to add to it.
Or you're not just going to go one solid piece?
Yeah. Alright, let's get this on here.
It's just so weird. Like, it's almost like it went to a complete opposite of, like, it's almost like I'm going this route the way it was before.
Holy shit, I ate shit right now. I slipped on it.
How do you play soccer, fool?
I'm gonna start the video with me eating shit. Alright, let me lower this some on those those jack stands.
I'm pretty sure I can bring it in a couple more threads to tow it out, but I'm looking for straight.
Alright, there goes that. Now you gotta slide under there like the little guy that you are. Damn, I ate shit. The fucking camera fell and went bouncing everywhere.
Remind me before I leave to lock the jam back up.
Okay.
The good thing is, like, technically, you can play around with it. I'm done.
Still dying that I fucking slipped. Slide might be better.
It's easier to get under here without the lifting shit, but yeah, that's the drain valve last time.
Oh yeah, that's the drain valve that
Yeah, so literally
Crazy Tim did.
So yeah, basically you just pull forward like that,
Yeah.
and then pull it down and it drains it out. It's actually, these are, on their website they actually say they pass FIA spec too.
Damn.
And made in Japan.
Plus.
Got that JDM drain plug. Yeah, a Fimoto drain valve for the win. You know what's funny? You look up here, when I was putting the shit back together with this, somehow I snatched the zip tie in between those.
Oh,
Don't know,
damn.
I don't know how I did that, but that's just funny. Just, oh, what the hell's back here? Do I have a leak?
No, no. You better not, because I know what you're going to do. Pull this bitch apart.
I did, when I put some oil in it today, I did spill just a bit behind the valve cover.
That's probably what it is.
I was trying to hold the hood with one hand and pour a bit from a 5-quart jug.
Super fail.
Yeah, it went glunk, glunk, and it went over twice. So I'm hoping that's all it is. I know my front main is starting to leak a little bit, but I've pulled the crank pulleys off a couple times. Between stock to 2J and then back to stock again. Too much.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so weird, yeah. Yeah, something's just not right, because with OEM tie rod, I want to say they were very symmetrical in their threading on both sides. So in theory, if the rack was centered, and these, I don't know anymore. Center shit.
Stupid centrist.
Oh god, now I'm upside down. Which way is it? No, this way.
No pressure.
Never. Only the internet sees this. No one I know in person.
I'll edit that shit out.
That's the worst that can happen. There we go. See, I always get it wrong the first time. But now
You need the 12? Oh, you got it. Okay. Does that boot get all twisted up too?
yeah, but this one I can actually spin by hand.
Oh, okay.
I believe. But we'll find out. Just rubber.
Good. Alright, it's good now. Alright, let's see the adjustment. Yee, it's pulling in.
So what I'm looking for is, if you look on the other side, how this side was sticking out, it was about the full width of the outer tread block towing out, and see how that one, it's almost flush with the fender line?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when I'm kind of close to that same area.
Alright.
Oh, which way is it going?
Yep, yeah, you're doing good.
I confused myself. I did that like 3 times on the other side. I brought it in, then brought it out, brought it back in here. I did. This is funny. So the adjustment difference?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this rack is just really off-centered, or there's a variance from OEM tie rods to the ones from ProForge that make the chromoly ones.
Why, you maxed out?
Well, this side was maxed out before I started.
So
And that side is maxed out to bring it to 0 toe. So basically I brought the maxed out 0 toe on this side to that side. That doesn't make any sense.
Do you have more adjustment on this side?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm able to bring it out very bringing it out's not the hard part, but like say if I wanted to tow it out more,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
That's really
Even though
weird.
there's more threads, but it was bottomed out. The inner was hitting the inside of the heim joint.
Yeah.
On the inside. I think these tie rods are just longer.
That's freaking weird. I think they are. They have to be.
Yeah, because I can't find. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, but I want to say on the stock rack with the bump steer or with OEM, I had a very similar amount of threads left and right side to be the same toe set. But I may be completely mistaken as well. I'm going off memory from 3 years ago.
Yeah. Dinosaur ages.
Right? How close are we?
I don't. You still got some time.
Wow, I'm bringing this bitch way the fuck out. Oh, well.
Almost there.
I'm worried about it coming all the way out. Something is just not kosher. I mean, it. Because, let me pull the jam nut back in, so.
Yeah, you're not there yet. You don't want to go no more?
Yeah, I'm showing about over 20 threads over here.
And the other side was like 11? Well, 13-ish?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something is just strange. I don't know. Because we really only brought it out the width of the shoulder tread. We only moved the rack about an inch and a half maybe.
This
It may not even be bottomed out on that side.
Yeah, you must not be.
But
still, there's still a big difference. Well, I guess keep rolling.
right, because this side has more threads showing than the other side did. I believe. Am I towing it back out?
Are you sure the steering wheel's straight?
Should be.
Let me double check.
Straight, right?
Yeah, I guess it is straight. What? Let me look at the other side.
At least there's no rust under here.
I don't know. Take a look at that. See what you think. I think it still needs more, but take a look. Still needs more, huh? That's...
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it has to come in a couple more turns. But I'm just stumped. It's like literally we just traded the problem from one side to the other. Which doesn't make any sense because we only moved it 1 inch, but I'm doing 2 inches of adjustment on this side.
Center problems?
Or alignments are a struggle. It doesn't make any sense though, because
It was not even a quarter turn that we put in the steering.
no. Yeah, I mean, like if you want to talk about how much it brought outward, it's just the width of a shoulder block. So that's, the width of this right here. Basically this much is what we brought out. So we basically brought the width from this line to here to where it stuck. This line was just
right there. So it's like an inch and a half. I don't know why. Maybe these, no, because the tie rods were the same length when I put them onto this rack. Maybe
the tie rod's got to get redone, rethreaded.
oh, maybe these sleeves from 2Js are just longer than the ones I got the first time.
Are they both the same, or is one different than the other?
Yeah, because technically, like, their sleeves are the same length, but like from stock to these were basically 1 centimeter longer. Then the OE, not including the jam nut, but just body to body, it was about a centimeter longer. Because right now, if I start driving it, the wheel's gonna go right to go straight.
So you got.
Yeah, I just gotta do like 2 more turns.
Well, I say fuck it, and then we'll see what it looks, how it drives.
Basically, what's happening is I traded the unbalance from the left side to the right side, and I don't know.
That's super weird. You'll probably have to ask on the page tonight.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't remember. Look on your car real quick, because your wheels are very straight.
Yeah.
See if you have equal threads, and you will know for sure. If we have the same tie rods, you know.
Yeah, let me get under it. Try to get under it. What do you think?
It's pretty close. Why does it just seem like this side is more camber now?
Oh no, the wheel still needs to get tightened all the way down.
Oh, tighten it up for me real quick.
Let's see where it's at. Let's see. I don't know.
I think it's the shadow that's throwing me off. That's pretty.
Actually, looks pretty good.
That's pretty damn close.
Yeah. I think that looks good. Tighten up the damn jam nuts before you forget.
Foreign to me.
Alright, let's see how much thread.
There's like, 10, 12 threads on that side, maybe 11 to 15 threads. I might be tripping, but it just seems like a whole hell of a lot is on this side exposed now.
Alright, let's see. Yeah. Oh no, let me see a screwdriver. You know, I think I still have the tiny one out. Right there, yeah. Let me count them.
I'm thinking maybe like an inch of adjustment on the rack might accumulate to an inch and a half adjustment on the tie rod. So like maybe I should have just pulled it a half an inch.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'd say 23.
21.
21.
So you think we overdid it?
Possibly. Just by like in half an inch maybe. Because a half an inch on that's like what, 5, 6 threads?
But we didn't even, we turned the wheel like,
A half turn.
that was it a half turn? I feel like we barely nudged it.
Yeah, it was a half turn. I think between a quarter and half turn, really, yeah, right around a half turn.
Yeah, let me count these threads now.
Because like, maybe I should have just started at a half an inch. But I didn't want to go through that process twice.
1,
You know?
2.
I mean, I know for next time. This is why you go to
Yeah, about 14 on this side.
you bring your car to fire switch. So, like, say if we were to bring it a half an inch back that way,
Yeah.
it might center it out. So my rack is still offset with the quarter.
Just barely. Now we're on the opposite end.
This is what happens when you wing it. I figured
Halloween
an inch
day.
of adjustment would accumulate to an inch of adjustment on the tie rod. It seems to be an inch of adjustment on the rack accumulates to an inch and a half or more adjustment on the tie rod.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, because literally, like, I mean, the tread block's what, an inch and a half wide, and that's what we brought it out. About a half turn.
Something along those lines.
And it accumulated to basically bottoming out the other side. So maybe we should have just gone with a half inch instead of an inch, maybe. Live and learn. And that's why they come.
It's within the steering rack.
Yeah, basically the opposite. The problem is in the rack not being centered, or I'm not taking the rack off.
Have you centered it by turning it all the way left and counting it all the way right, and then counting it in half? So say if you turn by hand the steering rack 30 times, well, first we're going to turn it all the way left, and then you got to turn it all the way right, and you count full rotations. So say you spin it full 30 times, then you bring it back 15.
Oh,
I think that's what we should have done.
Yeah, I figured since
Because then that should have centered everything, if I'm thinking of it right.
Yeah, my judgment was going off of the differencing in the threading. So I was thinking, since that was bottomed out with this much thread left, and that was the wheel straight, that side of the wheel was straight with that much thread left, I figured bringing the rack over an inch this way would have kind of hit that middle mark.
Yeah.
But what it ended up doing is just putting the same effect from one side to the other.
So if we do this next time, which we probably will,
Just go back a half an inch.
not even. I'd say we go back to scratch. We turn it all the way left and then turn it all the way right, and then cut it in half, and then that's your middle. That's your middle of the rack.
Yeah. It actually might even drive perfectly straight like this.
Yeah, I think it will.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you don't need Firestone,
Fire who?
right? Firestone.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it's one of those learning curves. You know?
Yeah.
Steering is one of the things that does better machines and lasers for, so it happens.
You used it with your eyeballs.
Eyes balls and face balls.
Son of a biscuit.
I mean, it's not actually. I don't think this is actually bottomed. It's just getting close to being bottomed out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could pull another turn into it to completely bottom it, but this side was like bottomed. Like I put it against the thread. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I had to bring it all the way out, or max it all the way in. I mean, it has to be better than it was before, but
yeah.
Let me see if that play is still there.
Oh yeah, let's see.
See if
I forgot you had that.
No.
So we fixed something.
Feel it. There's not that free, like, you know, that looseness that there was about an inch.
Yeah.
Where you can move it back and forth an inch. See what I'm saying? Like, so we fixed one thing, but I mean, I'd rather have that play gone and have the car stay at zero toe than being able to, you know, tow it out of here. Because even with it off the ground, that play was there. You know, like grab it at the rack again. Because, you know, you could feel it at the rack the same at the wheel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me turn this. Alright, start. Yeah, start turning it. Clear. It should be good straight back from there. Alright, there goes Tim's car. We didn't get it quite done as he wanted to. I think his steering rack is off center. So as I was telling him, next time we should probably turn it completely left and then count it full circle, full counterclockwise to the other way, and then divide it in half, and then that'll be the middle of his rack. So let's see. Oh no, I think he's coming back. He's coming back. Little to the left?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I'll play with it tomorrow, but yeah, it's pretty close.
So maybe it is centered then.
It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm stuck.
All right, well, let me know.
Alright.
All right, later, man. Well, maybe it's right. He says it's more left now. That car's loud with the side exhaust. But anyways, this is probably a long video. If you guys make it to the end, like, subscribe, share. And until next time, guys, we'll see what's next for the channel. But that was Timothy's Sentra Se-R Spec V.